Ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls.
Welcome to Turn Off the Century.
The movie podcast exploring films from the turn of the millennium through the end of its first decade. I'm Robbie, and I'm joined by my fellow auteurs, Hunter and Sauce. Hang out as we revisit the spoofs, bangers, crimes, and chaos of an era we're still trying to understand. Today's movie, the 2008 classic,
Role Models.
This bitch tried to grab my joint. Language, Ronnie. My language is English. And this motherfucker tried to grab on my hang down.
Got my own hang down to touch. Thought that could be any bald guy.
Look at me, David Garvin, stealing TVs. Who would believe it?
Well. This is Mr. Bullshit and Doctor I'm Full of Shit.
In what way are we full of shit? Which one of us has the PhD?
You know what I used to eat for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to eat for lunch? Cocaine.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine?
Diana has put her bosom away. Apollo has lifted his skirt. The day has been launched. May I present to you my vassal, Antonius?
You need to know I am not here to service your hours. I'm here to service these young boys. Do you think I give a shit if you guys go to prison? Huh? I've been to prison. Oh, I have. I've been to prison. Prison of drugs, alcohol, sick thoughts. I used to have sick thoughts.
Now follow me and do exactly what you see. Don't you want to grow up to be just like me? I slap women and eat shrooms, then OD. You are listening to Turn Off the Century. How's it going, boys?
Who was that from?
That's the song Role Models by Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
I almost went with the more offensive line, but I went, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on mildly offensive. See, you talked about hitting women. There's another one that's a little more.
Yeah, we're not that famous.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, then that's how we need to start being offensive.
But
we need to get it out of our system now.
Like the movie we're doing, we're at least famous enough to be role models, you might say.
I'm definitely a role model. I've been told many times that I inspire a lot of people.
Nah, I'm not a role model. Fuck them kids.
Whoa, dude.
That's what Charles Barkley said.
That is what Charles Barkley said, and Charles Barkley was my role model in the 90s.
Is that Charles Barkley or is that Michael Jordan?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure the meme is Michael Jordan. I think you need to get your
I believe the
facts
meme is
straight,
Michael Jordan. I don't know if they actually. I'm
Welcome to the podcast. We did the movie Role Models. How are you guys doing, Hunter, Sauce? How are you guys?
I'm fine.
No, it was Michael Jordan. Yeah,
I just had more respect for Hunter before we hit record. It's fine.
Hey, look, this happens every episode.
I'm just kidding.
We
I
all lose
had much
respect for
less
him.
respect based on the conversations we've had this week, but it's okay. Before we get to some other things I know we want to talk about before the movie, I do want to say we need to have a correction. Raisinets are not the official snack.
No.
You know what? I'm so glad you brought this up because I also wanted to bring this up. The fact that you thought you could speak for the pod is quite frankly offensive.
I already did speak for the pod. It's over.
Yeah, and we rejected it.
No, there's no rejection.
Raisinets?
Yeah, because it's a movie food. It's not a food that you eat outside the movies. It is the movie. It is.
Au contraire, mon frere. All right, I eat
fair,
food whenever I want to.
I was eating. To be fair, I was eating Raisinets outside the movie theater. However, it's because I was thinking about movies and I was about to watch Role Models.
Yeah, but Goobers is superior Raisinets.
Shut up.
No, they're superior to Raisinets.
Goobers are inferior peanut
M&Ms. Peanuts are better than raisins every day of the fucking week.
No, they're not. They can be.
Crazy?
I'm just saying my entire life I'm eating chocolate. I like chocolate and peanuts. Don't get me wrong. Listen, man. Don't put words in my mouth. I like eating chocolate and peanuts.
Stop putting Raisinets in your fucking mouth.
I'm doing it all my life. No, because Raisinets rock.
Anyway, they don't rock.
They're fine.
They're
fine.
Here to fight, guys.
They're fine. They don't rock.
No. It's the official theater snack of Charles.
It is not.
It is not.
You go peanut M&Ms or you go Goobers. You might go.
Goobers,
you know what? You brought up Snow Caps. Snow Caps are good.
That's like. No, fuck off. I knew someone was going to talk about Snow
What's wrong with Snow Caps?
I was literally about to segue. I was
chip.
about to say, like, if we're going to get, like, into sicko mode, we're going to do Snow Caps.
No, you guys are insane.
What's wrong with them? Hunter, what's wrong with them?
They're cheap chocolate chips thrown in a bag. What are you talking about?
Yeah, as opposed to Raisinets, that high-quality chocolate from Raisinets.
High quality. First off, I was eating dark chocolate Raisinets.
So a premium that they don't even sell in movie theaters, so you were already, like, breaking your own.
No, I like both of them. I like them all. Anyway. We're not setting
You know
a good
what?
example for
You know what?
children
This
around
might
the-
be
around
Hunter's
the
last
world.
episode.
I
I'm gonna
think
be
we
honest.
can have, if I may, for the sake of peace, say
Okay.
that like you can each of us can say what we think our preferred snack for movie theater is, and you just know that it's an individualized, purely subjective, and not an actual sponsored thing, because we're still looking for sponsors.
We're just looking for sponsors. by the way.
Raisinets
So-
sponsor us. If Raisinets sponsors us, these guys will fucking agree. I promise
Yeah, absolutely.
you.
But you have to pay me at least $5.
They'll buy you Raisinets.
Okay, so Hunter, does that mean that like you're declaring Hunter's pick for snack
So,
of the movie is going to be
there's
Raisinets?
I divided into candy, salty, drink. So mine is
Whoa,
Raisinets.
bro, pick
What
one.
the fuck are you talking
pick
about?
one and a beverage. You pick one food
Okay,
and a beverage.
Yeah, because the salty is popcorn.
It's
The salt is
popcorn. Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it's Raisinets and it's whatever the cherry cola is. If it's cherry Pepsi or cherry Coke, I do the cherry Coke there or whatever. So those are my two.
Okay, Robbie.
I'm as much as I was riding for Goobers, I might have to go peanut
gotta do
M&Ms
peanut M&Ms.
because
They're
peanut
just-
M&Ms are just so good. And for drink, I'm gonna go vanilla Coke.
I'm not a Coke guy.
Yeah, if you can get it,
that's
if
fine.
they have the freestyle machine and they got vanilla Coke, I'm always going for vanilla Coke.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I think my sweet treat is the Nestle Dibs. Slightly controversial.
Dibs.
I
didn't
I like Dibs, but I think I told you this. They just never survive a movie for me because I want my snack to kind of last for a while. That's my only problem.
That's why I buy two, sometimes.
Oh, that's a
They
good
just
move.
melt.
Yeah.
They just gonna melt.
That's a fat boy
My-
move
my
right
drink-
there. I respect that.
My drink for the movie is 5 margaritas.
That's.
That's
I mean, come on.
This is accurate. I'm gonna
think-
just
I
go
think
on
this-
record and say
you
this
should
is
have
accurate.
2 to 3 before the movie, and then all these movie theaters just have alcohol now, which is kind of great. It should have always been there.
Yeah, I do love when I can get a beer at the movie.
Yeah.
It's actually that's how I saw Top Gun Maverick, and I got a little.
Don't
buzz
start.
and
You can't start all the arguments at this early.
And let's
Don't
start
fuck-
another one.
He's trying to backdoor the second argument that we had this week. Don't do it.
Oh
Don't
no, I'm trying to
fucking do
front
it.
door it.
He's trying to kick
So
it in.
I
And
say,
also,
a little sweet. Then popcorn is just default salty. Some people
Yeah,
throw
absolutely.
candy in
Yeah,
their popcorn, and I just want you to know you're sick. Okay.
no,
Yeah,
no,
Is it
see,
delicious?
Rob,
Yes.
Throw in
he's
some.
sick.
It's delicious, yes, but I'm more of a I throw the jalapeno slices in the popcorn. I want
That's an,
salt.
that's an
That's
interesting
a
move.
move.
That's an
That's a
interesting
good
move.
move.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that
just
move.
I had my most recent popcorn I had was I went to the Draft House and they have salt and vinegar popcorn now.
That's
and it
fine.
has
Chelsea will
gold-
love
it
that.
Has
Chelsea
loves
loves salt
in it.
vinegar.
And the
Oh,
goldfish
now
in
we're
the
getting
popcorn,
a little too much.
Yeah.
No, goldfish was pretty tight. Honestly, I was like every now and then you get this little surprise cheese crunch. I'm like, oh, what the
Shout out
what?
to the Sunray movie theater in Jacksonville, Florida. They have an assortment of flavored seasonings, one of which is a salty curry powder, which amazing on popcorn.
Yeah, that sounds good as hell. I'm into that.
So shout out to
All
the
right.
Sunray.
I think
when
we
I win
figured
$1
this
million,
out.
I'm investing in you guys to keep you open.
Dude, that's cool. Maybe they'll sponsor us.
When we make $1 million on the podcast each, then we will. Sunray, you are coming home.
But I think we figured it out. Even though if Hunter is objectively wrong,
No.
I think we did figure it out. Sauce, thank you for playing mediator on this.
No,
That's what I did.
I disagree, and I will. The ceasefire will not stand. Actually, I will immediately start attacking again in the texts.
Yeah, we know where Hunter stands. Also, speaking of attacking people, I think it's time we have to attack. I hate that we have to do this. We have a fraud watch on our hands
We're doing
here.
it from the beginning, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
want to
just
just
gonna
get it out of the
front load
way.
You could say we're
Because,
topping.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are topping and he is our bottom. It's just a bummer because it's a director I think we all grew up with. Ironically, he made a movie called Artificial Intelligence. So, but
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Steven Spielberg himself. He's on record. Variety reported this. George Lucas says AI makes it much easier for us to make movies, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. It's the future.
Yeah.
What
It's-
is this?
I
Wait, you
hate
said
it when people just
Spielberg
are
or
doing the.
Lucas? Who are you mad at? I'm confused.
Yeah,
No,
you
this
said- you
is.
said-
Or I'm sorry. I was getting
You
them
did say
confused. This is
Lucas.
George Lucas. I said
We're
Steven
not going to kill
Spielberg.
George Lucas.
We have to.
No, but he hasn't actually done it or used it.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
but
thing. Here's
but
the
he's
thing.
supporting it, and he's
I
a
don't-
huge name.
I don't think necessarily he's
advertising
even
for
supporting
it.
it. Like in the same vein, like I kind of had to let Kojima off the hook. I'm going to let Lucas off the hook in perpetuity. Because
no.
I think look, we discussed it once we're starting. I feel like we haven't been doing the fraud watches in regards to AI.
No, we have kind of let it go on some of them because.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you produce something and put it out there with AI, then yes, you're dead. Like, hence the Refn is dead. Like, I'm not even going to go watch this new movie. I don't care. He's dead to me. Even when I played Death Stranding, it's like that's a different actor playing him in a skin suit. So it's again, let it slide. It's like Kojima came out on the record going, "Oh yeah, my friend used it. I have no intention of using it in that way going forward." Like, okay, cool. That absolves you, I think, from it. I don't know. I like I said, these companies just show up with a dump truck full of money, and I'm sure.
But see, I don't think they did that. I truly don't think that happened with him because he has, of all the guys that have infinite money, he does, and I don't think it's a dump truck full of money scenario. I think he's just so out of touch, and I get that you're saying. He didn't
I don't even know if he's necessarily out of touch. I think it's just the fact that it's like I'm sure somebody.
Wait, we're gonna argue that George Lucas isn't out of touch.
Dude, George Lucas is fucking on a.
We're gonna argue George Lucas isn't.
I wouldn't say he's out of touch. I'd say he lives in his own little world, but I don't think he's.
That's called being out of touch.
What is being out of touch then?
Yeah, but his own little world is literally Star Wars. So come on.
yeah, and what's the Star Wars?
His own little world isn't even Star Wars anymore. It's like history. He's doing the Peter Jackson thing where he gets like. He's like opening museums and shit. Like that's
which I respect. I'm
not going to go to.
Going to the George Lucas Museum in October. Yeah,
I think he's doing some good stuff. But like when you come out like and say shit like this, it's just defeatist and stupid.
I also feel I think it's easy to take all these like they blurb the quotes and stuff like that. And I'm like I'm sure he had something bigger and deeper to say, but I don't think he's coming out in full range swinging support of it, nor intends to use it to put anything out. In which case, then I think that saves you from fraud watch execution.
Well, here, I'm going to finish the quote here. He says, artificial intelligence means it's much easier for us to make movies. It's very much like sitting here saying, well, I believe the horse and buggy is really where it's at. These cars, they break down. They need gas. There's all kinds of problems with them, and pretty soon they'll be making them into tanks. And then they'll be killing people. It's terrible. There's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. That's the future.
I think that's kind of what he's saying, though, is that like eventually the AI will become like a weapon, more so than
no. I think what I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's saying what he's saying there is the people arguing against it are arguing for all, like that it's bad because it's going to become bad and it's not bad already or something. I don't know. I agree with Robbie on this one. I think
I'll just say, like, I don't really trust the opinion of anybody as it pertains to AI who's, like, over the age of 70, or even really, like, over the age of 55. So it's, like, I'm sure they got some sort of talking point. I'm sure they've volleyed an opinion, but I don't think they necessarily even know what they're talking about. And if
George Lucas has been compromised, we are putting him against the wall.
Fraud Watch 2026. Fake auteurs. Keep your head on a swivel, because, brother, we're always watching. Get ready, we're taking down the fakes and the phonies. Auteur status revoked.
Look, just you put him in prison, is all I'm saying.
No, we are putting him against the wall. We are giving him one last cigarette.
Sauce has argued for the gulag, so okay, we'll take that.
Which is not better. I think putting him against the wall is much more humane.
I just don't think, like, I think Lucas is entitled to his wrong opinions, but I don't think he's putting anything out there. Where I take umbrage is where people are actually being like, well, I still have a career. Darren Aronofsky put out a movie last year, made with people, and made like the old-fashioned way, and then it immediately went to go, I'm going to make an entire AI movie about George Washington or some bullshit, and
young Washington.
I'm like, why? I take umbrage with people like, are you putting it out there to further this said agenda of AI is an inevitability?
I'm going to make one last argument. I think it's more. I think there's more harm in someone like Lucas coming out and talking like this than there is someone actually making it.
Yeah, and then, like
I think people are going to see it and they're going to go, "This looks like shit." And I think someone actually full-throated support of it, that this sucking it down.
Yeah.
I think that's going to do a lot more harm in the long run, especially with a guy like Lucas.
The fact that this guy could have made an AI Salacious Crumb makes me pissed off. So I'm going to put him up against the wall just for that.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, I kind of wanted to drop it once we got news that like Scorsese was going to use AI storyboarding for his next movie, and I'm like,
it's like one of those storyboarding actually doesn't bother me.
It does bother me because that's somebody's fucking job, dude, and that's also like a job.
While I agree with that, and I think that sucks, at the end of the day, they don't make and sell storyboards. Storyboards aren't coming from like
they're coming from artists, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. It's different
employed
than
artists.
I'm putting something.
People who know what the fuck they're doing and talking about.
I'm definitely with Sauce on this.
I don't. Also, like, man, I do think this is actually like a slippery slope because like once you replace the storyboard artists, you then replace the concept artists. Yeah. You then replace. You know what I mean? Exactly. It becomes a thing where then you ask the fucking computer, what's the best shot to make? You know, Paul Atreides in Dune 4, which he's dead, but anyways, what's the best shot? Like you're like, well, the thing told
Spoilers.
me. You know, it's like man, like I don't like.
You know what? You're right, Scorsese. Sorry, bud, you're getting put against the wall as well.
We're not killing Martin Scorsese.
No, we have to. We have to do it.
No, you're right.
You can't just back off. It's either all or nothing.
And it's okay to kill.
Are you going to join the revolution or not, Sauce?
Scorsese's had a long, good life. Fuck it.
And he's had a great career, and he's made some of the best movies ever made. And now, he's like 103. We just got to get rid of him.
I know, but when I say we kill somebody in this segment, that means like I'm not watching whatever the fuck Darren Aronofsky makes next. Like I don't care. I'm too.
When I say we're,
I'm gonna watch whatever Scorsese puts out next.
I say when we kill someone, I think we're actually putting them against the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. All right. Anyways, all
right, we should get started on the
You got my conscientious
now.
Objector perspective on this. So like, I don't think it goes anywhere. You know, I'm gonna call off all my boys in the Department of Defense. You know what I mean? Just I'm gonna call JSOC off of this one. All right, we're gonna.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair.
I think people don't know when we're just having a discussion, or if we're actually calling for the death of some of the world's greatest creators.
I want to be clear. This is satire. This is not. There is no. I'm not actually calling for anyone's death in real life. I think we should all live in harmony.
I think Robbie's declaring fatwas against different.
Against you, creators. Yes, for your Raisinette's sake. But
yeah, that's fine. That one we're serious about. Kill him.
Let's get started on the damn movie. We watched the 2008 classic Role Model starring Paul Rudd, directed by David Wayne. And, so guys, do you have any history with this movie?
I saw it when it came out. I should also say you said starring Paul Rudd, but also starring, Sean William Scott.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Yeah, Bobby J. Thompson.
Pretty much all your favorite
Elizabeth
LA comedians of the era.
Yes.
Oh, there's so many LA comedian cameos, even a canceled one. We can get to that, but
yeah, it's such a funny nothing role too.
Yeah, I know. It's really because I think it's right before he blew up as far as when they filmed it. But yeah, no. So I also saw it in theaters, but it was one of those things. I know Hunter before we started. Hunter was telling us that he kind of skipped it in theaters because it was he kind of saw it as more of a Judd Apatow kind of thing.
I feel it. Totally
it's just we were. It was in that era where we were getting, like I said, it was like a dime a dozen of these types of comedies, and I just got a little burned out on them. But I remember skipping it. It came out pretty soon after on DVD. I feel like the next 6 months,
right?
And I got the DVD. For some reason, I decided I want to get the DVD, and that became like my most watched DVD for a while. I would just show this movie to everybody. I loved Role Models. No, I was really into it. It was weird. Just I skipped it in theaters, but became on home media. It was just huge for me.
Yeah. For me, it was funny because I was already clued into David Wayne. I loved Wet Hot American Summer. I was a huge fan of The 10.
Dude, I did love Wet Hot American Summer. That movie fucking rocks.
It's so good, and The 10's great too. And I love all that whole LA comedy scene. I was really big into. I was listening to all the podcasts, and I'd been going to a lot of stand-up shows and stuff like that. So I was already pretty clued in with that world, and when I saw that he was directing it, that made me interested in seeing it, because I agree at that time, if it was Paul Rudd, Judd Apatow movie, which another movie of that came out was I Love You Man, which was not very good. But yeah, so I really did want to go see this.
Paul Rudd was number one on the call sheet. I think him being credited as truly the lead,
right? As the lead actor.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was one of those things where
I just moved to LA to go to film school, and I think my cousin came to visit me, and we were because it used to. I'm sorry, wasn't like, judicious about what I went to go see in the theaters. I would just go to the theaters and see something.
Yeah, that's at this age, that's the same way.
Yeah. And I remember I wanted to see it based on the trailer where the actor, was it Bobby Thompson, who plays Ronnie, does the they sit Sean William Scott with him in this big brother role, and he's like, I want to take my pants off.
What up, Ronnie? It's good to meet you. What you drawing there? Oh, Beyonce. She's smoking.
I don't want to take my pants off.
What? Whoa.
All right, Ronnie, that's enough.
This bitch tried to grab my joint. Language, Ronnie. My language is English. And this motherfucker tried to grab on my hang down.
Got my own hang down to touch, kid.
Honky ass wanted a handful of my balls.
Honky, that's racist.
Well, I trust you two will work this out. I'm not going to micromanage. Not my modus operandi.
I remember that being like, okay, I have to see this. It seems just like snarky and kind of crude enough for me to want to go see it. But yeah, I remember watching it and being like, that was fine. But I also do still quote it in a lot of ways. Like I remember I had gotten a job. I went to Cal State Northridge, and I befriended a coworker, and he just kept quoting the whole like, "See, Sauce, you're a bullshitter. You can't bullshit a bullshitter." And I'm like, okay, I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna be buds. I see. Yeah. But that's mine. That's mine.
That's the thing. I'm like, would I call this like a favorite of mine? Probably not. But it's also a movie I can throw on at any point and just be like, and just be glad it's on. I think it's the perfect ideal comedy in that.
Oh no, I was to say it's not Wet Hot American Summer level, but like
no.
I do. This is definitely a favorite of mine.
It's straightforward comedy.
Really
I would
like
say
this
like,
movie. It's very straightforward. Yeah, it's more traditional than Wet Hot American Summer, but it's got, I don't know, it's got enough hooks in it and enough good bits. There's just so many good little quotable bits. Like
yes, there's a lot of great comedy writing in the movie, and I think that's something I really enjoy. Is that there's a lot of just great jokes. You can tell that a comedy writer like really
writers, because this was originally not a comedy. This was a more straightforward drama, and it was supposed to be just about Paul Rudd and it's supposed to be two kids, a brother and a sister, where he was supposed to do this like Big Brother program with, and I think they just redrafted it, and the original director was, I forget his name, but he made Girl Next Door. And even, I think he dropped out. He's like, you got to figure out what this is first, man. And once they got David Wayne on, it became a comedy, and
yeah,
mainly with that scene, like the Starbucks, the event to use a large scene,
right.
Yeah. When they realize that they're like, okay, we can turn this into something else.
We can turn this into a more, and again, I think that's what makes this movie work, is that it's very earnest while still having enough like snarky, cynical kind of humor in there that it embraces being kind of a lame movie in a way that you didn't see comedy of this era really doing. Because this was the age of kind of more cynical comedy. This is where we're starting to get the rise of like, Adult Swim and that kind of ironic, super ironic, sarcastic humor that's really taking off.
Yeah.
These actors, like this is like, I was in college when this came out, so like 2008, and like all these people like Ken Marino, all these people we've seen on Comedy Central shows constantly. David Wayne,
it's almost the whole Reno 911 cast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because even like what's her name? The girl, the lady who played
the mom,
Carrie Kenny Silver.
Yes,
who was
Reno? Yeah, the funniest character on Reno 911.
Yeah, and Ken Marino would show up on Reno 911, and like all these. So it's like it is funny watching all these LA comedy people really come together, and you get like Joe Latrulio and
God, Joe Latrulio's one of my favorites.
Joe Latrulio's great in this. Even Matt Walsh, good Matt Walsh, not evil Matt Walsh.
Yeah, I saw that when we were watching the other night. I saw the name pop up in the credits. I was like, wait, is he like one of those? Is he like the failed actor to right wing pipeline?
No, it's the good Matt Walsh from the Upright Citizens Brigade, not the evil right wing Matt Walsh. So. But yeah, so do you want to kick it off of getting it started, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, so in a Red Bull parody company, we're introduced to Danny and Wheeler, played by Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott, respectively. Which I should throw in. I am a Sean William Scott head. Like, I love him. If he shows up in something,
yeah, he rocks.
Like the whole time where I was watching this, I was like, we should have done Goon. I really like Goon.
Goon's a fun one. Yeah.
We'll put it on the list. It's a
yeah. We'll definitely put that on the list. Yeah.
But yeah, they go around doing a mix of cross promotion. Which in my college we had these too. Like it was like a very envied job of you get to be like the Red Bull girls and guys who just drive around a little Mini Cooper. So this, I think they play with it by making
they played off that, yeah,
Ford F450, like,
with a giant bullhorns and fucking a big can of drink.
It's a mix of promoting an energy drink to children while promoting an anti-drug campaign, which I'm like, that's kind of perfect, you know.
Well, I like the line when he's like reading his spiel and he goes, yeah, and we'll donate a portion of it to the Keep Kids Off Drugs Foundation.
Yeah,
I just think that's a perfect like lazy name of just. It's the Keep Kids Off Drugs Foundation. Like, it's absolutely what a big corporate energy drink company would do. Like, just that we'll throw the pittance their way.
Hey, nice cow outfit, homo. Where can I pick one of those up? The gay zoo?
Oh no, it's not a cow. It's a minotaur. It's a creature of myth. And he got this one out of your mom's closet.
She let me keep it after I fucked her.
Drugs are bad. Energy drinks good.
So whenever you'd like to taste one, help yourselves, and for every can sold, Minotaur will make a donation to the Keep Kids Off Drugs Foundation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they were doing. They were just, I mean, being on a campus at the time, Red Bull was just going around giving out free. They gave people cases of Red Bull to just give out to college students, and you'd see it in the quad every day. The Red Bull Mini Cooper. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's just... That color, that blue and red and silver, just
right.
I would have drunk Minotaur. I would have had nuclear piss.
Yeah, that scene gets me funny. Yeah, so we see like a nice little montage of what they do for a living. We see that Wheeler, the Sean William Scott character, is definitely like the party animal, good looking guy, gets puss. Fucking Paul Rudd is the straight man who's just no fun at all, who like wears the suit and doesn't wear the giant Minotaur outfit. And like, I love this. Yeah, they're in the urinal. They're just blasting green piss. Where
it's like, just the brightest green piss you've ever seen. I also like when they're in the hallway and the kid asks if he got that costume from the gay store, and he goes, he actually got it from your mom's closet after I fucked her. Like, very funny. Also, I'm gonna say it is funny on such a like straightforward movie that it is 2008, so we're still throwing out the F slur. You get it quite a few times in the movie, and it's actually kind of shocking. Also, there's some titties in this movie too.
I mean, I watched the unrated version. I don't know about you guys.
I had the option, but I went theatrical instead, just to.
I went theatrical because that was the one on. I ordered on YouTube, I think. So.
Yeah, it was just DVD, whatever. But it was. They still give you tits in the theatrical.
Yeah, they do. They give you tits in the theatrical, and again, baffling because what's the last movie you saw? Just like a random comedy you saw, and just like there's tits in it.
Not.
I realize that silences me struggling to think.
What are you supposed to like? What are we supposed to jerk off to these days?
Porn. What? It's on your phone.
I'm over that.
Yeah, no, it's not as genuine.
Yeah, right. There's real artistic, feeling to jerking off to movie tits. You don't get that when you're just looking at your phone.
Yeah,
go to X video.
Yeah.
And in Texas, you got to enter in your ID now if you want to watch porn. So
it's awful.
I'm not doing that.
No, absolutely not. Especially with what you watch. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not moving to fucking Texas. Fuck that shit. I'll take California any day of the week.
Yeah, they're driving around. They're going from school to school, just selling poison to kids. Just like while thinking. I mean, Paul Rudd knows they're not doing anything good, and Sean William Scott, he's the optimist, so he's just like, yeah, fuck it. We get paid, and I'm having fun.
Yeah, and they come back to his office and realize that it's his 10th anniversary at the energy drink company, but he's also experiencing that maybe this is the death gasp of that 90s Office Space Fight Club. The oh no, I have a very secure and comfortable job with benefits.
Yes.
I'm so miserable.
It's the work midlife crisis is what it is. It's the what am I doing with my life? the no fear of ever being fired from a job. Instead, the fear is that you've had your job too long. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
no.
again, I was saying before we started recording, I think the message of this movie is very funny in that it is almost like, hey, you can't be cool forever. And you kind of get that idea that Paul Rudd at one point was probably a cool guy and like a funny, nice guy and he's just gotten worse and worse over the years. And it's like, the message of the movie is, look, man, sometimes you just got to eat shit and do your job. Like,
yeah, he's
I don't know what to tell you.
The Gen X malaise.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. He's had a corporate job at a fake company that sells energy drinks for 10 years, and the housing crisis is about to hit, and he doesn't know how lucky he has it.
Yeah. Which is why I like so yeah we sorry, I also like the scene too, is like the high school kids try to make fun of Sean William Scott for wearing the mascot outfit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Because I just want to drop the clip in here, you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it from your mom's house after I fucked her. Yeah. Anyway, so Paul Rudd is also his girlfriend, played by Elizabeth Banks. They go get coffee, and I guess is this what like kicks it all off?
Well. So when they're hold on, we're skipping past, because when they're at the party, like that is where you kind of first see Paul Rudd just really being a buzzkill. Like everyone's trying to have fun, everyone's just doing karaoke and shit like
for
that.
Him, they're trying to have fun for him.
Yeah, they're trying to have fun for him, and he just cannot accept that.
His
like
hot girlfriend's just like, hey, go do karaoke with me. Let's have fun. And he's like, whatever. Singing's for assholes, and I hate everything.
Yeah. So then, yeah, you're right. And then they go to the coffee shop because it's like, you know, he's just in a fucking mood. He is
coffee's for
right
assholes, and I hate everything.
And so we were talking beforehand, because this is where you get the infamous coffee rant, which is funny because I think a lot of people have posted this clip now out of context of the movie, to where it has almost taken on this life as this unironic, real rant, which, in my opinion, I think the movie is saying, no, this guy's a fucking asshole, because they immediately shut him down. Like he yells about, oh, hey, by the way, Grande is large, and so, you know, and he goes on this whole thing.
Look, fine. I mean, we discussed this. Shit, something fell. We discussed this briefly before we recorded, though, too. So say, like, there's nothing more than I hate than like a comedian and they're doing a sketch and it's about how like they have some like petty grievance with like a corporate coffee shop. I fucking hate that joke. I never want to see it again.
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah, and people still
leave George Lucas alone. We should have killed Tom Segura just for that, like, fucking, like...
Well, Tom Segura is killing himself. He's getting divorced to his wife. It's fine. Like,
I just... Fuck, man.
Your mom's house is in shambles.
Shout out to your coworkers with the worst sense of humor in the world. Anyways, I really hate it. And I'm like, they do... Robbie's right. They do the reversal of the whole, like, hey, man, like... Who gives, like, what are you rebelling against? It's a fucking, the venti.
Yeah, you're at a coffee shop. Venti means 20 ounces. It's a 20-ounce coffee, which I do love Paul Rudd's reading of when he looks. He goes, is that true?
Jesus, Dan, you know what they call the sizes here. You know what? You've been picking fights with everybody. The girl at the party.
She said ASAP.
Oh, ASAP. Oh, I'm sorry. Huge crime.
It's like 24/7 or been there, done that. You hate that too.
I don't hate it enough to let it ruin my day. It's getting worse. You know, man, the sun is shining, but you have lost the ability to take any joy in life. I can't stand it anymore. You're just a miserable dick now. You're mean to everybody. And FYI, it's called a venti because it's 20 ounces. 20. Venti.
Is that true?
Like, I think that's very funny.
The coffee.
Yeah, because he does the whole, like, you're stupid in 3 languages. Yeah.
And yeah, you feel for the girl at the counter too, because you could see she's just like, man, like, I don't want to fucking.
Like, again, I used to work at motherfucking Starbucks. Like, I know what it's like to be like, hey, like, because people would try that shit out to me all the time, and he'd be like, hey, man, it's called branding. It's like the whole company's thing. They pay me to say that. So now that you know that that's what's happening, like, you know it's not an argument.
Yeah, like this isn't anything. I'm just trying to give you a cup of coffee. Is that what you want? Like, I don't give a shit. I just work here.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, because I wrote down, I'm like, what starts off as like a boomer rant, I think saves itself, and I think that's, again, I think a lot of people have posted that clip out of context now, and I think if you go to Facebook right now, your boomer uncle will like be posting that, like, that's fucking right, and meanwhile, they haven't stepped outside of their, suburban neighborhood in 13 years, so, like, who knows? But I think it saves itself, and I think that's what because again, Paul Rudd is supposed to be an asshole. He's supposed to be unlikable in this, which
he's
kind of
a straight man to the nth degree, which is
it
doesn't work for me, but I don't know, like it's fine.
And I think it is kind of hard with Paul Rudd because he is actually a pretty likable
way better
guy
as a goofball, like.
Yeah, and you don't see him play this kind of role very often. So I think it is almost playing against type a little bit.
I feel like they should have reversed him. I feel like Seann William Scott should have been the straight man.
But Seann William Scott is such a great, like, dumb, optimistic guy.
Yeah, but I think also
when they're,
I've seen him in movies where he's like, "Come on, please take this seriously," because at least he has a little bit more like sincerity in his like face.
He's like that in the Righteous Gemstones. He plays a pretty straight, like, not bad guy, but like just straight character, and he's great as that. I do agree with that. But man, he's just so spot on perfect as a
country back. Is my favorite
as a fucking mentor, like just an actual, like...
Yeah, all he does is spit, like, empty platitudes, and he loves Kiss.
Game face, bro. Game face.
The line when they're driving and he puts the Kiss CD in, and he's like, oh, come on, Kiss are awesome. He's like, no, Kiss are sick of Kiss. Like, Paul Stanley's sick of Kiss. I think that's very funny. I also like that Kiss is a big plot point of this movie.
Yeah. It is the biggest plot point of the entire movie. No, what was the line? Oh yeah, I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day.
Of every day.
That joke used to get me all the time.
Which I completely understood that now at my current age. I'm like, yeah, dude, rock and roll all night, party some of the time. Wait, sorry, how did you just say it? I totally forgot.
Part of every day.
And part of every day. He's like,
and sometimes in the afternoon.
But yeah, so now Paul Rudd is acting. He's just miserable. He's not having fun.
He's making everyone else miserable is the problem.
Right, and he gets in the argument with his girlfriend at the coffee shop, and is this right? Did she breaks up with him at the coffee shop, right?
Yeah, I think she does the whole, like, I'm not really, like, doing this anymore with you if you're going to.
Yeah, like, I'm not having fun anymore, and I'm just going to get my stuff from your house. Like, it's like breaks up, and then he's having a bad time. They're going back to the schools, and that's when they get the Minotaur truck towed, and we see pre-canceled Louis C.K. before he really takes off
in a bit part, like right as he's going to blow up literally right after this.
Yeah, because I think Louis comes out
a couple years after.
A couple years after, but then his comedy specials were starting to take off on HBO and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think his first one blew up in 2008, like where people, like, he started becoming a household name, and he also started like cameoing more in other movies.
But it is just funny to see, like, how small of a role it is, and he's not even necessarily funny in the role because it is such a
it's
just
very
like
brief.
Whatever
you just see
point.
Him for a second,
he does call him a if I may say it, a furry faggot.
Yeah. I'll bleep it, don't worry.
Yeah, you can bleep it if you want. But it's like, I just think, again, it's very 2008. It's very funny for this, like, pretty relatively mainstream comedy to just be dropping that word. Like, you don't hear that anymore. So it really does catch you off guard when you hear it in a movie now.
Oh, absolutely. You mentioned Matt Johnson earlier. That's essentially what, if he could have been watching Role Models in the... He actually could have been watching Role Models in Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Oh, sure.
He could have seen this scene and then ran outside like, it's 2008!
But yeah, so they Louis C.K., they're towing the truck. He says, fuck it. His day sucks. His girlfriend broke up with him. He hates his job. They get in the truck. They try to drive it off while it's attached to the tow truck, and they mount a statue.
Yeah,
in the truck.
It's one of the many things. So the whole setup for this character is it's not just that his life sucks ass. It's that his life sucks ass, and he's making everyone's else life, like, he doesn't.
Well,
care
it's not even that his life sucks ass. It's that he is making his life suck ass. He actually has a pretty good life.
You're right. Sorry. It's more that he's miserable, and he doesn't care that if he makes other people miserable or fucks up their life, because this is the first one. He's like Sean William Scott. You can say whatever you want about his character. Like he's you know, he's a Lothario.
He's kind of stupid, yeah.
He's stupid, but it is definitively not his fault that he has to do 30 days as a role model. Like he did nothing wrong here.
Yeah, this is purely Paul Rudd. This is purely his taking out his frustration on everybody else in the world. But yeah, they get arrested, and because Paul Rudd's girlfriend is a lawyer, is working on get them out of jail. Which also, this leads to one of my favorite jokes in the movie when they go to her office, and she's talking to her the other person who he has hired her, and he's like, we have this security footage of you stealing the TVs, and it's just him saying his name. Like, I can't believe it's me stealing TVs.
Yeah.
So I don't want the complete bargain.
Well, I didn't do it. Like, it's that to me, that's what I think makes this movie works, is that there is enough of that David Wayne kind of weirdness in there that I think keeps it from being just a very basic comedy.
Are all like little fucking weirdos.
Yeah, like the fact that this guy is just very clearly responsible for stealing TVs and just deciding, I don't care, I didn't do it, and even though you have clear footage of me, I'm innocent. But yeah, so they get told, hey, we're doing you have to do 30 days for this company called Sturdy Wings.
Yeah,
great name for a fake
charity where you hang out with kids.
Where we're introduced to Jane Lynch's character, who is fucking awesome, by the way. Like, she steals his
best character in the movie. Best character in the movie.
Gail. She plays Gail, the recovering addict, and this little like montage of her like clearly like doing her own reenactments of her life is like such a good little like. It just looks so just shitty low budge. You know? It's not
I love when they do the little like. It's her dancing on the little video, and then she comes out from behind the TV, like doing the same exact dance. It's so funny. It's not in this because she gives the whole rundown of like what it is. They're setting up the movie, but I like when she's talking to them in the office, and she says the line, "My mother, out of necessity, was a whore." I just think that's such a funny line. Out of necessity was a whore is such a great little line. And
oh man.
But this is where you get introduced to all the wacky characters, not just the Sturdy Wings people, but also the kids who they are going to have to be mentoring. They're littles, as they call them.
Something that is interesting to me, I my wife's mom is actually, she runs one of the chapters of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah, it's Big Brothers Big America.
Yeah.
It's big. There's two of them, and I always mix the companies up. So sorry if you're listening to my mother-in-law if I mixed up your company name. But she's like the CEO of that company in the region. And this is like one of her favorite movies, and that tells me all I need to know about running one of those types of companies.
Right, that it actually hit pretty close to home.
This is more accurate than probably
than we'll ever realize. Well, because this also leads to another. I can't remember the actor who plays it, the redheaded guy in the movie.
Oh God, I forgot his name.
I know that
he's
actor. Great. He's great in the movie, but. When she introduces them to all the kids and stuff, and the kids are running, and they throw popcorn into Paul Rudd's face, and he just goes, "I've heard of popcorn to the face, but this is ridiculous."
80 Miles. I've seen this.
80 Miles. He's great the whole movie, and that's something I really like. I was thinking of it when I was watching the movie. Paul Rudd's little character arc is him learning to not make snide comments. because the whole movie is characters saying like out of pocket shit and him either making a face or making a snide comment, and when he starts to like lighten up, you can see him starting to let that go and not just like draw attention to it at all, because that 80 Miles' character is that character. He constantly says very bizarre things in a very earnest way.
I hate to say it, but it's the arc of let people enjoy things. As much as I think that term is so overused and just so misused nowadays, it truly is. He needs to just fucking lighten up, bro. You need to stop.
Just take a chill pill. Just sit back. It's okay. Look, are these guys are a little weird? Yeah, absolutely. They say some fucking weird shit, but make fun of them behind their back. Don't make fun of them in front of their face.
Yeah, it's not about just like ducking on people to their face. Whatever kind of like joy you get from that. You fucking psycho.
Which, to be clear, I get a lot of joy from that. But
yeah.
I love making fun of people.
On you. That's the difference.
Exactly. And I get dunked on constantly.
So we get introduced to the Littles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we first one being Augie, played by Christopher Mintz-Plasse, like his first movie after Superbad.
After Superbad, yeah.
Playing, I mean, basically, let's just be real, like, that kid is just gonna play fucking nerds for a minute.
Yeah.
He was into, like, I found it funny because I already knew what LARPing was, and now, like,
yeah, me too.
How many times, like, it's really just become ubiquitous now, like, as a term, like LARP, just I think
now it's become like the actual, now it's become just the term poser, you're right.
Yeah.
It's kind of replaced NPC almost.
Right. Yeah. And it's especially big in like the video gaming community because like there are people who's like are fans of series but don't play any of the games, and it's like, what do you mean you're a fan? Like, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So we're in this world. They don't even call it LARPing. I don't know if there was some sort of
I was curious about that too. If there was a copyright on LARP.
Yeah. So but they call it Lair. Which is
I don't think it was. I don't think this was a copyright situation. I think it's honestly more of just to
use a parody term for it.
Just use a parody term. I think this is just parody brain for comedy writers type thing, where it's like, oh, we just need to come up with our own version of it. Have either of you guys? I'm curious. I'm honestly curious. Have you guys ever done a LARP?
Like
a physical.
I have not.
I mean, you could say the masking I do from the autism is something of a LARP.
yo, Hunter, I get pussy, so.
Brother?
But also to answer your question, no, I've never.
I don't LARP, but I do go to Ren Fair, and I have dressed up for Ren Fair. But like,
so no, that counts. I think.
Still somewhat modern. Only thing is, I carry a sword with me, and I'm like, well, this is illegal.
Sure, which is sick as hell. Here's the thing: LARPing. I've never been against LARPing. I think I honestly like. I think if someone had shown it to me when I was very young, I could see myself getting into it. But I think once you hit a certain age, it becomes harder and harder, especially.
Yeah, it's a time-consuming thing for sure.
Yes,
so I just wanted to have a quick aside here. That's why I asked because So I think, Robbie, you definitely would have gotten into it. It's very fortunate you didn't, because LARPing, so there's like SCA, I think is what you would have been into. This is coming for something. I've done a LARP because my wife used to be a big-time LARPer before we met. It was kind of fading out around the time we met, but we did do a horror-based kind of LARP, it was a blast. I had never done it, and I have done it since, but it was really fun. It was essentially like it was like a Mad Maxy type world, but it was like horror leanings with a bunch of monsters around Halloween. It was essentially like going camping for a weekend, and
I mean, I imagine that's ultimately what it is at the end of the day.
And it was a blast, but it was very tiring, and it was very time consuming. Like you said, it's a whole thing. So it's like not a hobby I would find myself doing.
Pretty interesting cape.
Are you like a superhero or something?
I wish. No, this is part of my battle attire for Lair.
What the hell is Lair?
It's this fantasy world where anything is possible. One minute you could be sparring with an elf, and the next you could be battling against a troll who wants nothing more than just to steal your gold and leave you penniless.
Sounds gay.
No, there's girls there.
Girls can be gay.
If by gay you mean the old English definition of fun, enjoyable, and carefree, then yes, it's extremely gay.
I think they meant the other definition.
I know, but to understand it, you really have to see it for yourself.
Okay.
It's like how they call Dungeons & Dragons, they'll call that nerd poker.
Yeah.
LARPing is essentially that, but just take it. Now, it's just nerd camping. It's like
exactly.
Most of the time, you're honestly probably just hanging out with the boys, and just cracking jokes.
I've got friends that do SCA, which is Society of Creative Anachronism, which is essentially the Knights, and that's kind of what this is. But they're a little more they try to. It's almost like watching Civil War reenactors do their armor to some degree. They try to, they have their own custom armor and stuff, and they're really, that's their thing. That's a hobby. They love it. It's awesome. I think what I wanted to point out, though, is, we talked about it before, was essentially, they definitely make fun of it. There's a ton of great comedy in the LARPing Lair scenes here. It's awesome, but you can tell like it comes from a place where either David Wayne's either or I doubt Paul Rudd. David Wayne has either LARPed or knows people that LARPed, because there's that's one of the big things that I liked about this movie, especially back in the day, was they dunk on everything in this movie, but there's this kind of heart. There's a heart to the movie, and they don't. You ultimately come around to the people that are LARPing. It's not just like, oh,
they're not there just
dorks.
to be jokes. They are They make jokes on them. They are dorks, but they're not really the butt of the joke. Again, Paul Rudd, I think, is the butt of the joke the majority of the movie.
But it's cool. I thought that was actually cool because it could have easily just taken the piss out of it completely. Like it is such easy comedy to just dunk on LARPing, and they could have just done it with no remorse. And instead, they, like you said, they show them later, like, you know, just hanging out, eating. They show them hanging out at burger places, just hanging out as friends, pretty much having a bonfire, just partying and stuff. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. I thought that was an
I think that's cool too.
This movie has to it. Similar to the Sturdy Wing stuff, they could just completely dunk on that, but there's actually like a heart to that. There's a core.
Well, and
to
that's what
like,
Jane Lynch's character too. It's like it's very clear she is actually earnest in her care. Like, she does care for the kids that she's taking care of. They don't attack it from like a cynical place. There's ridiculous elements that they make fun of, but they don't attack it from like, oh, this actually sucks and this is actually bad for society.
Exactly,
like, at the end of the day, Sturdy Wings is probably good for society. LARPing is harmless. No one is getting hurt from doing this, you know? So it's like, why are we going to sit here and act like these are just the worst of the worst people when they're not?
Yeah. And we should not let Robbie just LARP. He would actually just get an armor collection. It is extremely expensive.
Dude, I would absolutely get an armor collection.
Yeah, you'd be. I'm glad. Sauce, you actually saved Robbie from having a collection of armor and swords right now.
How did I do that?
By growing up with them, I think, and just keeping them away from
me and Robbie, in the conversations we have, and you think growed up. What? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I mean, not literally.
Get real.
I said,
yeah, you know what? Get real.
I didn't say maturing with him. I said
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, just physically being around him, because you would have called him a fucking nerd if he LARPed. So
I called him a fucking nerd. Still, what are you talking about? Like,
well, yeah, he is a fucking nerd.
He's just not a Dorcas Malorcas.
Exactly, and that's what's important.
And that's really the dichotomy we're dealing with.
Yeah, we can't. I can't. We can't be friends with Dorcas Malorcas.
But
and I've never LARPed. All that stuff I said about LARPing, I lied. I didn't do it.
It's actually lame as hell. No,
I think it's cool.
Paul Rudd is introduced, and it's like, it's a great character for him to have to interact with, because it's a person who is learning to not be afraid. He's not afraid of being himself. He wears the cape in public. He has the foam sword and all that. And Paul Rudd is afraid of being seen as lame. But then they get into they get Wheeler, and they have him go with what's the young kid's name? Ronnie. And they introduce him to Ronnie, who is a little motherfucker, and he's fucking awesome in this movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Like, why I saw it was from that. I won't take my pants off. Like, I don't like they immediately call him on
this guy tried to grab. Well, he says this guy tries to grab my hang down, which I think is a hilarious term for a dick. Also, when he sees him and he's drawing the picture, and it's just a picture of him with his dick out, and then a girl. And it just says Beyonce pouring sugar on my dick.
Yes, oh my god, fucking so
funny. It's so funny, like, I think it works too, because while he's a kid and clearly he has these like sexual thoughts, he also clearly doesn't know what sex is. So in his mind, it's like, oh well, she just pours sugar on my dick. Like, I don't know what that means exactly, but
he loves boobies though.
He does love boobies, but also who doesn't?
Yeah.
But yeah, so now they have to hang out, and this is where Paul Rudd goes and hangs out with Augie at the lair thing, and you know he is trying. To an extent, like you're right.
He showed up
because
he's not yet. He didn't. No, he's not trying at all. He won't change into the outfits. He won't even like really humor them. He does just kind of like, okay, cool, give me a rubber sword, and then he just like, oh, cool, like,
but that's
like
but
hands in his
where
pocket, still being like, these guys are fucking lame.
And
this
again,
is where we meet Joe
another...
Latrulio too, as
God,
Augie's
dude.
friend.
Yeah,
and he's just talking in his medieval voice.
I think I watched an interview with him. They just let him ad lib 99% of everything he says in this movie.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Him saying, "I like it a lay. Let's gingerly touch our tips and stuff." It's just goofy shit, just the funniest shit ever. He's so good. This is another one of those things where Paul Rudd just does not care if he's fucking this is like this kid's life. This is his
this is
hobby.
what he's about.
Is all his friends in.
Yeah,
and he just brings
he has no friends. This is the only place he goes. Like Augie's maybe the most realized character in this movie. In that, he nobody likes him at school. They ask him do you have a girlfriend? He's like, what? But also I think what makes his character interesting is that even his parents hate him. So it's oh
yeah. I like that his parents suck ass too, and making it
Dan Marino,
Weigel and Ken Marino,
fucking loser, asshole character.
What's wrong with Augie? And he's just making face you looked at the kid. God.
Well, I like it when Paul Rudd tells he's like well he likes girls. That's surprising to me. I don't know. It's like Jesus Christ, man.
I like that. But also the conflation of back in this time where if you were just weird or autistic or anything like that, it also meant you must be low-key homosexual. It's what?
but it's I think that's something where there is that disconnect with a lot of Zoomer kids now because. Well, I'm not going to say it's perfect, obviously, and I'm speaking as a white straight guy here, but I think
allegedly.
There is so much more, allegedly, there is so much more acceptance now of people for just who they are.
Yeah.
When you go out into public and you see the septum piercing they, them walking around, most people don't think twice about it. That's just an archetype that is out in the world. Whereas in 2008, you're right, if you were autistic or you were autistic coded or whatever, or just kind of a weird kid, or you just want to do whatever you want to do, you are you were seen as gay. That was just it. You're oh no, that guy's gay, obviously,
clearly.
But I like the scene too when they're talking and they're showing you all the weirdos at the lair, and he goes, he's like I like these people. And he goes, oh, well, one of your people seems like they need help. And it's the lady on her, mechanical scooter thing. And he just goes, her I don't like.
I mean,
I thought
the way for people to frame this, again, this is for younger listeners probably, but take into account that if you were a male who wanted to groom yourself during this time, they had to come up with a term called metrosexual for you. And if you wanted to just if you just wanted to not smell like a fucking skunk and maybe
cut your fingernails
you were a type of gay, essentially.
A gay who got pussy, which, as we know, is the worst kind of gay.
That's what I've learned.
But yeah, so he goes, and this is also where we're introduced to the main antagonist, I guess, of Ken Jeong and Matt Walsh, where he's the king of the realm.
I'm gonna say
he comes out.
My favorite Ken Jeong performance.
Ken Jeong's great. Dr. Ken himself, he's fucking great in this. And he comes out, and everyone's kneeling to him because he's the king, and Augie is pleading with Paul Rudd, hey, come on, man, just kneel, and he's like, nah, I'm not gonna. No, I'm just not gonna. Fuck you. Who is this loser dork ass bitch? Fuck him. So yeah, you get that, and then you get Wheeler hanging out with Ronnie as well, and Ronnie is not making it easy for Wheeler at all. Being an asshole, being the motherfucker of motherfuckers. They're driving, and he tells him to get him a juice. Right, that's where we're at, right?
Yeah, he wants an orange juice.
Yeah, he wants an orange juice. He goes in, he runs into Jane Lynch.
Did they go to the Chuck E. Cheese yet?
Oh yeah, they start by going to the Chuck E. Cheese.
That's right. That's where they start, because they clearly have no idea what to do with these kids. They don't have any they don't have any experience with kids at all. And so they take them, which again, I was pointing out before we start recording, something I really respect about this movie and Sauce reminded me that they just used to do this. That they actually put a lot of effort into making like this fake world. You know, they go to a place called Chipmunk Charlie's, and the chipmunks are monks.
Yeah. That's right. They're they actually like lutes and shit.
Yeah, they play lutes, and they're all monks, and they actually build these like little animatronic robot monk chipmunks, and I was just like, man, what do you ever see a movie do that anymore? Like, and we were talking about with the Minotaur truck and how they actually built this truck and like all the little logos and all this. Like they actually made a fake pizza place for this movie, but they're at the pizza place, and Ronnie gets up on the table and he does a parody of the song that includes his butt and penis, which is very funny. And you know, they're all trying to talk, and again, they just have no connection with these kids. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to connect with them. They don't know how to be real with these kids. They're out of their depth.
How do I reach these kids? Anyway.
But yeah, that's where they go. And then they go, yeah, he goes and tries to buy the juice. As he's coming back with the juice, Ronnie locks the car door and starts driving. The key is left in the ignition, and Ronnie drives the car around the parking lot, which is actually pretty horrifying. I really felt for Wheeler here. Like that is horrible. Like to think about this little kid is in your car. If he crashes the fucking car and dies, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Sauce, I want you to imagine a kid dying.
All right.
All right.
Huh. But they see Jane Lynch. They see Jane Lynch coming out, and they both know, like, hey, look, we're gonna both get in trouble if this happens. So fuck it, like, let's play cool here. But he says, hey, well, give me my fucking juice. And he drinks it right in front of him.
Like this. Yeah, he just chugs it in front of him. Being
I thought that was a very funny move.
Well, this is where they start. I think this is where they start getting on the same page, because they just start calling each other names. That's kind of how you had to break through to this kid. You just meet him at his level, and his level is just calling you a bitch all the time.
Yeah, they're just so eager to get their hours signed off on, and
that's what they're doing, and that's where we meet, you know, Augie's parents, where it's like,
oh god.
And then it's them. I like when Ken Marino's just there. He goes, "Oh, yo, what are you selling? What do you want?" Like he's immediately distrustful of this, of just like anything they're doing. And then his mom comes out, and his mom is just being a kind of like a bitch about her own son. Like we just want him to stop being weird, essentially. And I think this is also where Paul Rudd is starting to. What's up?
Oh no, this is the scene where they're just like, just look at him. Just look at him. He's fucking up. He's fucking Dorcas. He's a Dorcas Malorcas.
And this is also like where I think Paul Rudd is starting to kind of lighten up a little bit too, where he's like, oh, okay, I see why this kid is here. Like his parents are a nightmare. Like I get it now. And so I think that's where we're both seeing kind of the first steps of them accepting these kids and trying to learn how to work with them.
Oh, so sorry. Did we mention that like Wheeler and Ronnie did bond over like kiss? Like they're like, these guys look like gay guys, and then
that's like, because he takes Ronnie to his house and he sees the pinball machine and has one of my favorite lines where it's like, who are these clowns? And he's like, oh, they're kids. He's like, all their songs are about fucking. They're Jewish guys who learned that they could get pussy by playing music. And Ronnie says my favorite line of the movie is like, I didn't know Jews could sing like this.
And the response is even better. They normally can't, but
Who are these clowns?
Kiss? You don't know who Kiss is?
No, never heard of them. They look like idiots to me.
No, dude. These are four of the smartest guys who ever lived. They're these Jewish guys that grew up in New York, and they put on guitars and makeup to get girls, and all their songs are about fucking.
I'm listening.
Seriously, this song is called Love Gun, and it's about Paul Stanley's dick. Now this girl's gonna get some of his dick.
Cool. I didn't know Jews could sing like that.
No, they couldn't at the time. That's why they had to dress like clowns.
This got them girls?
Get this. They've been getting pussy nonstop for 30 years. They're probably fucking right now, and they're old dudes. They put makeup on and it's all good.
No shit.
You pull the trigger of my love gun. See, Ronnie, his dick is the gun.
It was actually I like that scene a lot because Wheeler's character, it's just interesting to hear Wheeler's character talk about kiss and getting pussy like it's this, like a science or something, like it's a job. It's
well, it's like it shows that he doesn't even care about the music. He
doesn't
likes
care that
the
kiss is
music
cool.
because it got them pussy.
Yeah, it's more that he respects them as pussy getters than he does as musicians. It's great.
And he's like, see, this song, Love Gun, is about Paul Stanley's dick. His dick is the gun. It's like, very funny.
You get it? Get it? And the kid's like, yeah. The fact
he's like, I do get this.
The fact that Wheeler finally finds someone that gets him and he's like a 10-year-old boy, you're like, yeah, that tracks, actually.
Because then this is also where we first meet Ronnie's mom, too, right? And you learn that, she's a single mom. His dad took off, so he doesn't really have a male influence in his life. And, he starts off all charming with her. He's like, oh, you look too young to be a mom, that kind of thing. And she's all taken by him because he's cute.
Yeah.
But then they go to get it signed, and Jane Lynch is still calling them out, like, hey, you guys are full of shit. Like,
you guys don't bullshit the bullshitter.
Yeah,
Bullshit
you get the
each other.
great. And then when you bullshit each other, go bullshit each other.
Yeah. Oh, well, isn't it Mr. Bullshit and Dr. Bullshit? Which one of us has
or
the
Dr.
PhD?
Full of Shit, yeah.
Dr. Full of Shit, that's right. Which one of us is full of shit? Which one of us has a PhD? God damn. Jane Lynch's stuff is so funny.
Jane Lynch, again, she's great. And when the line that made me laugh so hard when she goes, yeah, I've been to prison of the mind, prison of drugs. I got sick thoughts. And I was just like her performance is incredible.
You know what I used to
She's
have for
awesome.
breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to have for lunch? Cocaine.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine? Yeah. But they learn, we're going to, hey, if you want to get your hours in, we're doing a camping trip. I expect you guys to ask your littles to go with you.
Yeah.
Like,
And this is, for them, this is perfect because they're, like, again, they are bullshitting her. They just want the most
They need
hours
the
possible.
hours,
They
yeah.
need to get it done fast as possible. So, yeah, they agree to go on this camping trip, and this camping trip's going to take a weekend, so it's going to be a ton of hours. And, this is the gold mine for comedy. This is everything's a bit all the time.
Well, because I like
love
Paul Rudd, he's trying to prove that he is starting to lighten up a little bit. And, but he's still not quite there. And he starts ranting about, he's like, I hate camping. He's like, there's always a person who plays acoustic guitar but doesn't really know how to play. And then it's an immediate cut to David Wayne trying to play the acoustic guitar, and he doesn't really know how to play.
And that's also the best bit, because then AD comes in and is like, hey, you know any wings? He starts playing Love Take Me Down to the Streets, which is not a real Wings song.
Not a real Wings song.
David Wayne came up with that song for the movie, like for the joke of repeating, like, hey, what's the Wings song? Who does that song? No one does that song. That's not that song.
Apparently it's a Paul McCartney sound-alike guy who performs in the Beatles tribute band called Rain.
Yes.
So it's like it's got a nice little layer to it.
That's very funny. Yeah, because
That's awesome.
earlier when he first met 80 Miles, he's like, oh yeah, I love Wings, and he's saying that, and that's where Paul Rudd first went. Like, I don't think that's anybody.
That's not a song. What are you talking about?
But
yeah, so they're going camping, and
so there's that married girl that Wheeler keeps hitting on. He's trying to be like, yeah, I'm really into politics. Like, hey, I'm married. I'm engaged. But now that they're out of county lines, it actually does work on her. So she's like, do you want to hook up or what?
Well, she says, look, when we're out of county lines, like, all bets are off. I'm down to fuck. I'm just like any other girl.
So Wheeler blows off, and I like this. There's a little like bonding moment where Augie's sewing the patch for Danny, and he's kind of like ridiculing him, and it's like being like, yeah, he's making it for you, like hoping you would like join him and join in on his little thing. And then Wheeler rolls up and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna hook up with this girl. Just keep your eye on the kids." We
Do
also
you have any
stole your
sleeping
Ambien.
pills?
Hey, Danny, is this all your Ambien?
Yeah.
Okay, because Connie and I are going to take some, and then we're going to stay up as late as we can, because if you fight the urge to go to sleep, things start to get all trippy, and then we're going to fuck.
Connie, who's engaged?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll make do with 3 each.
I'll try to limit it to 3 each, okay?
Well, I like his logic, too, is that they want to take the sleeping pills and then fight to sleep it because then things get trippy and weird. And then they want to fuck when it's weird. Which I think is funny. Also, I want to point out, we kind of breeze past it because the whole thing is like, if they don't do this Sturdy Wing stuff, they'll go to jail for 30 days.
Yeah.
And
At this point, they'll just do the jail, man.
Right. But I also like that Wheeler keeps saying that we're going to get raped in prison. I like
That's all
that
he
in
cares about. He's just like-
I like that in his mind, 30 days in jail means that they're going to like a federal penitentiary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not just going to like, they'll probably do a week in jail, maybe. And like, it'll be fine.
No.
So I always thought that was very funny. It's like, I like how low the stakes actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's taking the Ambien and he's trying to fuck, but it's not working.
No. He walks out of the tent, essentially walks out of the tent high on Ambien, goes through, sees AD, he's completely naked, and ends up in the middle of the campsite just
Oh wait, we
face
didn't even
down
go
in the
through
dirt.
one of my another one of my favorite jokes in this scene is when Paul Rudd's walking, when Danny's walking, and 80 Miles is just sitting in the poop bucket taking a shit while telling, and he like forces at him. I'm sorry, that got me so good, just how comfortable he was just shitting.
He's like, oh hey, how's it going? We'll be.
There's actually a lot of great
telling
bits
ghost
in the
stories
whole
later.
camping scene. Because also when they're setting up the scene and Ronnie just kicks the tent down and Paul
That's
Rudd
so
just goes,
good.
I won't hit a child, but
There's never been a more motherfucker on screen than Ronnie in this goddamn movie. He's like all done. Immediately just kicks the fucking thing and then just kicks it again. It's so fucking funny.
But also this is where because you start to see both of them bond, and you see Ronnie and Wheeler bond because Wheeler tells him how to look at tits stealthily.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Paul Rudd bonds because neither of them want to be there. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
neither of them want.
You
to
realize
be on
that
the
like they're both being kind of forced to be there, and I guess it's kind of the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing, where it's like they realize, hey, it's probably better for us to just stick together, and be cool with each other.
And he's also seen her. He's seen his parents too, so he knows it's like it sucks ass for him at the very least. Like even if it's not, he doesn't give a shit. It's not great.
Yeah.
And I generally think it is a very sweet scene when he is sewing the patch for him, and he's like telling him, he's like, why don't you give it to that girl that you're always talking to? And he's like, no, I can't do that. And he's like, why not? Why you don't want to do that? And he goes, because I made it for you. And it's like, that is a very sweet thing, and I like that he goes, well, I guess now I have to do this, huh? He realizes he has a responsibility to this boy now.
This dork.
Which is very sweet.
But
go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say this is also where Wheeler gets him in trouble though. Finally, because honestly, it's all been like the reason they're in this mess is Paul Rudd pretty much unilaterally. But now that he's had his Ambien trip and falls like face down in the dirt next to the
naked next to children,
next to children, they pretty much get the 10th degree from Jane Lynch.
Another great line, which when they come out and Wheeler's face down in the dirt naked, and David Wayne just goes, yep, a classic case of guy laying on ground.
Oh boy, this is a classic case of guy on the ground.
Naked guy on the ground. Oh my god!
I love that he doesn't even get laid, but they do get naked, so that Ronnie walks in and sees the boobs, and he's like,
yes, awesome. He lets out a oh my god, like his prayers were answered. Which again, this movie showing titties, just throwing titties out there, so respect to the movie.
Yeah,
But yeah, they get the 10th degree from Jane Lynch.
Yeah, but the kids defend them. The kids are like, no, they didn't fondle us, and they didn't expose themselves to us, and
they didn't give us drugs. Yeah,
they didn't snitch. Not that it would be snitching. They didn't do any of that stuff. But they're on thin ice essentially. This is the thin ice moment for them.
But then this is where we also get the this is where it gets into the little montage scene, right, where they do Mr. Blue Sky.
Yes, they start like really buying in. Essentially.
Yeah, they're like going, you know what? Let's just make the best of this. Let's hang out. And you see Danny really hanging out with Augie, and he's hanging out with his friends, and he's learning how to LARP, and like really he's putting an effort in.
Yeah,
which is the first time he's done it the whole movie. This is the first time he's actually really put an actual effort forward, and which again, great use of Mr. Blue Sky, because that's just a great song.
Yeah, it's good song, great montage song. Nothing wrong with it. I'm always down for a good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah,
absolutely. Exactly. Yeah, like you can't go wrong with it.
He's given Augie the confidence to approach and take out the king, which he does. Like, he gets him, right? Like that's where this.
Yeah. He gets him because again, while Danny is starting to buy in a little bit, he's not fully there, so he won't wear the. Augie gave him a shirt to wear. He was not going to wear that. He's just going to wear his normal clothes. He has the foam sword, and he's willing to participate, but he's not going fully into it yet.
Yeah.
So even when he's walking around with him and all that kind of stuff, he gets the guy in the Minotaur, or was that a centaur? His centaur costume.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he hits him. I always like the scene where he gets him and he's like, okay, I'm dead. And he looks at him and goes, that's an amazing costume, by the way.
Dude, that's the scene that's the most real for LARPing, because a lot of times you're like doing the thing and you're in the fight, and then you're like 2 seconds, but sometimes you'll run across people like me. I wasn't a huge LARPer, and the people kind of like identified that, and when they came to actually like stab me, they're just like, gotcha. I'm like, man, good job. That was like, that's a cool costume. Like, yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Check it out later. Sorry, I forgot to die, and then I'll die.
But Augie tries to take out Ken Jeong, and Ken Jeong, being a kind of a dickhead, does not accept it. Yeah, he's the king. He does not accept that he got killed by a commoner.
Yeah. And no one technically witnesses it. Like, they gotta go behind a rock, and he's like, no, it didn't happen. And so he gets away with it, essentially. And it makes Augie look like a whiny baby bitch, because he just starts crying and does the like, God.
And Danny, to his credit, does stand up for him and tries to, like, he's like, no, he got you. Like, I know you're lying about this. Like, I can tell you're lying about this. And it escalates. He pushes them, which he goes, all right, you guys are fucking banned. Like, you're not in here anymore. And then at the same time, you also get Wheeler hanging out with Ronnie, and he runs into his neighbor, and his neighbor says, hey, man, I'm having a party at my house tonight, and there's going to be lots of pussy there. Girl pussy. And, Sean William Scott is actually thinking responsibly. He's like, I can't take you. And he goes, no, like, why? Don't let me be the reason you don't get pussy. Like, I'll go with you to the party.
Yeah.
Which is very responsible to take a 10-year-old to a party, in my opinion.
Yeah, it makes him look good.
Oh, yeah.
But this is because now we're getting into a little conflict area here, where it's like, hey, yeah, you get Augie banned from Lair, and then Ronnie.
Well, but it sucks because he's like trying to teach the kid to stand up for himself, and then he does, but then it like backfires.
It backfires completely, and he looks like a pussy.
It's like even this stupid world for gay losers has like this fucking weird like bullying hierarchy where it's like he can't actually escape it, So it's like it's like Paul Rudd kind of sees through the bullshit and being like, "Fuck, this world's being really unfair to this kid who's just trying his best," Yeah.
And it's my fault that I fucked up his only thing that he does, essentially.
Yeah.
And when he goes back and he goes to the parents' house, and they're ecstatic when he tells them that he got banned from Lair. Like they're like, finally we can get rid of all your shit. And she says, oh yeah, we'll have a bonfire, we'll just burn all your stuff, which is like, oh my God.
Jesus, yeah.
And again, this is where he's starting to gain that. Man. Oh, they're the worst.
Yeah.
And that's what he tells him. He says, if I had parents like you, I'd fucking hate them too. And, you know, they tell him to fuck off and that he's being a dick and they won't sign the papers. And it's like, all right, fuck you then. And then also at the same time, Wheeler is at the party with Ronnie, which I want to point out the needle drop, very 2008. I'm not going to teach your boyfriend how to dance with you by the Black Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Very 2008 song, which I liked though. But, you know, Wheeler is going to go take a piss, and he tells his friend, hey, watch, they're just playing video games at the party. There's really nothing going on. It's not like anything, but he goes to take a piss, and a girl hits on him, and he's like,
more boobs.
I don't know.
More boobs.
We do get more titties.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what, I can't pass up fucking this girl. And he fucks her, and leaves Ronnie alone. And Ronnie, you know, and he even says it, he's like, I thought he was so tough, I couldn't hurt him, but... You know, Ronnie gets scared because now he is left alone at a stranger's house where the one person he knows isn't around. And he ends up walking home by himself.
And also very accurate portrayal of a 2008 party that's like a normal party happening, and also a room where Xbox 360 is getting played and it's FIFA or Madden or something like that.
No, it's
or
FIFA
Halo.
because he doesn't know this sport. Yeah.
It's FIFA in this one, yeah. I'm just saying in general, like there's always just like a few drunken high people off to the side playing Xbox 360, some sports game.
Well, he has Ronnie has the great line too when he's playing. He's like, "See, black people don't know soccer. That's why I'm not good at this."
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he gets scared. He gets worried because he doesn't see his friend anywhere, and he doesn't know where he went. He's at a stranger's house, and he walks home, and Wheeler is asking around. He asks his friend who he told to watch him, and he goes, "Hey, where's Ronnie?" And he goes, "Who's Ronnie?" And he checks his voicemails, and it turns out his mom had been calling saying, "Hey, you guys are supposed to be home 3 hours ago." Also, he just showed up. He walked home by himself.
Yeah, so they're all in trouble at this point.
They're all in trouble. Shit's going downhill fast.
So essentially, these guys feel like legit remorse at this point, and they just want to, like, they know that they fucked up and they're going to jail most likely, and
with only like 8 hours left on the sheet too.
Yeah, they can't get the 8 hours. You know, they've told her like, you've bullshitted the bullshitter and you're not getting the 8 hours. But I think it was his ex-girlfriend was like going to try to convince the judge not to send him to jail. So they have like one last get out, you know, that one chance. But the guys like are going around essentially apologizing. Well, Wheeler apologizes to the mom, and it's just like he's like legitimately showing contrition. He feels bad because he feels like is what Robbie was saying. He's like, didn't know I could hurt him. He seemed so tough. He seemed like him. Like they're connected.
Yeah, that's
so
why
well.
they bonded, because they had such similar personalities. So he's like, I'm a grown up, so I'd be fine. So he kind of saw him as a grown up, which I think he saw was his mistake, that he was treating this kid like a grown up.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But then you get the line. What I'm trying to say is, can I see your 10-year? Can I spend time with your 10-year-old child when I get out of prison? Like, okay, fine. Paul Rudd doesn't confront the parents because they are obviously pieces of shit. But he does like the kind of just, you know, getting his attention from outside and says, "Hey, let's go do Lair." He goes to the king. His act of contrition is going to the king. And
Well, he
Kim Jong
looks in the closet and he sees the shirt and the patch that Augie had given him, and he puts it on, and he says, fucking sucks it up, and he says, "Fuck it, I gotta be a dork in this moment, and I have to go, and I have to accept my responsibility, and I have to apologize to the king."
Yep, and he does it in the he LARPs. He actually does voices. He does the whole thing. He kisses the ring in the girls.
Which I love that, where he goes, he's like, "Come on."
Come on, really? He's like, "Yeah." And he does the finger in the lips. It's so fucking funny. So then he convinces them, and then Augie's like, "Well, we can't be a society with only two people. We can't introduce a new kingdom, essentially." So they call up Wheeler and Ronnie, and they become Kiss My Anthea.
Yeah, so they merge everybody's interests. The kiss between Ronnie and Wheeler, and then Xanthia between
Xanthia was their last.
Xanthia is the Jolo Truglio. That's what they were. Augie belonged to, but
they kicked him out because they said he was a liability.
the king told them if they fought with them, essentially they would be killed. So they have to start Kiss My Anthea, which becomes the you get to hear. I think they come out to Love Gun. It was awesome.
Yeah. No, I think it was Oh no, I think it was Love Gun. I think you're right.
I don't know.
It was either Love Gun or Detroit Rock City. It was one.
It might have been Detroit. No, it was Detroit Rock City when they rolled up. They essentially steal the Minotaur van or the Minotaur truck, drive it in to the LARP, blowing like a fire cannon out of the back,
which is awesome. And Joe Latrulio gives the great reading of Minotaur.
Yes.
Which again, it plays in very well with Minotaur being a creature of myth, as they say earlier in the movie. That working into the whole LARPing element, I think, was very clever. And the girl who Augie's been looking at, she sees him and goes, "Oh, hey, all right, this guy might be big dicked after all, you know?"
Yeah. He's got a crush on. He's killed her a few times, but
yeah. and one thing to mention this entire time, they have to be at the court at like 3 p.m. to have a chance at not going to jail. And that's kind of the tension here. Is they're not going to make that at all.
They said, "Fuck it." Like, look, we owe it to these kids to like get to make it up to these kids. Like, we are the assholes in this sense, so we have to make this right.
Yeah, and they do the battle royale.
Augie gives a great inspiring speech, which I love when he goes he's like, people will tell me you look like a young Marvin Hamlish. And I say, who the fuck is Marvin Hamlish? And then Paul Rudd goes, oh, he wrote the music to The Sting. And Wheeler goes, great movie.
Great movie.
Which is very... They keep doing that joke a lot through the movie where they'll just say a movie and Wheeler will go, oh, great movie.
Good stuff.
Yeah, very funny.
A good bit. But, they do the Battle Royale. His old friends, Joe Latrulio and those guys, immediately... betray them and kill Ronnie, so he kills them, and Trujillo has like another great reading where he's like, "You must kill the king. It's your destiny. Fulfill your destiny. Kill the king," or something.
And something I really liked about this scene too, when they're having the battle scene, is the fight choreographing is actually really good. Like they shoot it like a legit fantasy battle scene.
Just with foam swords.
Yeah, with foam swords. Yeah. And it's very fun. It is kind of that like dichotomy that they're playing with where it's like they're in the middle of this. How serious do we take this? And like, are we being cynical about this or are we just being earnest about this? And I think it plays it very well where you are seeing this being taken very seriously, even though it is just a bunch of dorks dressed up in costumes in the park, you know? You are sucked into their world. And it seems like a lot of fun, honestly, when you're watching it.
Yeah, and they have a blast. They kind of come around to it. Even the guys that don't know what they're doing, because Wheeler and Ronnie have never done this, and they seem to be having some fun with it. You get a really funny Wheeler essentially sacrifices himself to Matt Walsh's character with the hammers, and he has like a death scene and gets tapped in the nuts by this. Barra just pops him in the nuts after his big speech. Are you not dead yet? I'm soon.
And then, it's all leading up to the big final showdown, you know, because it's like, that's what Augie needs to kill the king. He needs to do it. It is his destiny, as Joe Latrulio said. And, I also like Matt Walsh and Paul Rudd showing off, and they're having their big fight. And he shows up with his arm behind his back and hopping. And he goes, "Thou felt for the oldest trick in thy scroll."
It's just great bits. Oh man, very funny. Also, they call them. They don't call themselves each other like even by their fantasy names. They call them like the Star Child.
Yeah, the Star Child. The cat.
Where's the Star Child? He didn't make it.
Again, very, very funny and very cute in a way that like you don't expect from it, but it is cute.
Yeah. It's awesome. But they have a fun little. They have essentially the showdown with Kim Jong, and they convince him. They essentially bait him outside with the oldest trick in the book, and then Augie gets his big fight, and it's a good little fight. Like you said, the choreography.
They actually punch each other a couple times, which I laughed at.
yeah. You can tell it's like if it goes any far because he's being too serious. Like Kim Jong punches a child For real?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, bud.
Like, all right, let's chill it down for a little. But I like it. Augie doesn't back down. He also gives him a little hit. And at this point too, his parents are there. Paul Rudd's girlfriend is there, and like they're all seeing like, oh, hey, Paul Rudd has changed. Oh, Augie is getting some more confidence, and like they're kind of seeing the progression happening in real time.
And then he gets it. He wins the fight. Everyone's cheering for him. Jolo Trujillo says, "Bow, kneel to our new king." Kid or whatever his fucking name is. And then his girlfriend, his little girl he likes,
she kills him.
Just walks up. I love the way she does it. She's like, "Got you."
Well, I like to go, where were you? She's like, oh, I was hiding behind the rock the whole time.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, good,
I hid the bush the whole game. He's like, good plan, yeah. Does a little
setting the stage for all politics after 2012.
Yes.
It really does predict
actually, oh man, and then this is where it cuts to like the party. This is why I thought it was kind of humanizing, because then it just shows a bunch of people hanging out at like a bonfire, which is like what LARPing is.
Yeah, like what I was saying, like how D&D they call it nerd poker. It's like I imagine LARPing. The majority of it, I imagine, is just hanging out with the bros in the forest, you know?
Yeah, like when Sauce, when you said you've been to like Ren fairs, I'm like, yeah, you've done 90% of LARPing. It's literally camping out at a Ren fair and having a sword on you occasionally. Like you did it, man.
Which is what I'd want to be doing anyways, you know? It's like, but I like it too, because then you see Augie kisses the girl, which I love. He gives the little fuck yeah when he kisses her. I was like,
she
hell
does
yeah,
too.
brother.
That's the best part. It's like,
she seems into it. Yeah, it's very cute. And then Paul Rudd, finally learning how to not take himself so seriously, gets up and does his own version of
Beth
kisses Beth.
Yeah.
And he changes the lyrics to fit the current situation, and also does it very badly, which is very funny.
Yeah, but even that is the entire like thing that started it all was him.
Was the karaoke?
Not wanting to do karaoke and not wanting to sing in front of people. So he actively does the worst karaoke possible in front of dorks, and then just
Also, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Beth is the best Kiss song.
It is probably the best Kiss song, honestly.
I think it's the best Kiss song. I think Ace Frehley wrote that one, and he's
could be Love Gun though. I mean,
Love Gun is pretty good. I like Detroit Rock City.
It's about his dick. It's crazy.
Oh, his dick is the gun, I've heard.
Yeah.
Saucy, have you heard of this?
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I was made for loving you. That's my favorite Kiss song.
Oh, that is a good Kiss song.
But it's because I didn't even know it was a Kiss song for a long time. I was like, this shit's just me. Like it's fun to drive fast to. That's all I really care about.
It's one of the most hated songs from
because that was the era when they took their makeup off.
Era.
Yeah.
That was
good. Then I like it more.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, see, but also if I'm
favorite.
really gonna go into it, it's actually Psycho Circus, because I remember I played. Yes, but that song was made. That song was made for the game, if I remember correctly.
It was.
Oh hell yeah! There we go. No, yeah, you beat me. You got me. I also like that bit at the end with Dan Marino and Jane Lynch, where
Ken Marino, Jane Lynch with the bagel dog.
Bagel dog,
like, what does this remind you of?
Just to wrap it up, Jane Lynch is just like, they're like, well, hey, it's fine. We're going to jail. We missed our court date. She's like, well, actually, not to get too graphic, but I used to suck the judge's dick for drugs. and let's just say he owes me one, so you're not going to jail. That's wrapping up.
Great workaround. Great workaround to just say, like, look, we didn't really want to think of an ending here, so I used to suck the judge's dick for drugs. Who cares? But again, I think, because I wrote down on here where it's like, I think this movie is somewhat of a commentary on itself, in the sense of like, it's trying to learn how to balance that mainstream comedy with the alt comedy scene, which is where a lot of these guys kind of come from. Is that
I feel like they came together as a lot of that too. It's like, let's just have them say the tropes quite literally, you know?
Right, which is what they do in a lot of their movies in a more mocking way. And like Wet Hot American Summer is full of that, where they are just like looking at the camera and telling you what the trope they're making fun of is.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, they play it earnestly. So it's kind of an interesting way, and which is funny as well, because after this movie, I feel like everyone's career in this movie takes off. After this film.
Yeah, I think it was successful enough to like. I mean, less so Sean William Scott, because like he aside from like Stifler, like he did this, he did Mr. Woodcock, and then aside from like the Goon movies, he really kind of just became like a cameo actor, which sucks because I love him. Like I like every time I see him, I'm happy. You know.
And but then it's like Jane Lynch, gets on Glee, and Glee takes off as such a fucking phenomenon, and
you can really see this was this. Like, if this movie was successful, but, like, if this movie wasn't the launching point, it was definitely, like, on the launch pad for a lot of these folks. Like, this
absolutely.
Was the year, this year, essentially, was when all these people were about to take off, so...
It also, I'm going to make this bold claim, I think it also launched soft launched the Obama years. Like, I think it kind of saw where the Obama years were kind of going.
A lot of the 2008
movies
to like were kind of like just gearing up for like, this is the end of that, and now we're about to start the new era.
We're starting the new thing, and I feel like this was kind of that, like, that beginning of it, which is funny to say, but I think there is an element of truth to that.
I agree.
But I think it's also maybe the most genuine attempt at it, where it's like, I don't think they were doing it from a political angle, so to speak. I think they just all realized that their careers were starting to get bigger, and they were getting more treated as actual actors rather than just like dumb kids doing jokes. So I think this is all also them, like David Wayne almost going, all right, maybe I got to take myself a little seriously here.
Yeah.
This is just my read. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm gonna just say it anyways.
I mean, based on what we see going forward, I think it's a pretty accurate read, because that it is like, not necessarily everyone getting serious, but everyone kind of buckling down and getting into bigger projects and doing bigger stuff.
Yes,
not necessarily. You can't keep doing Wet Hot American Summers as cool as they are.
Yeah, not being like serious people, but I mean just like realizing their careers are on the next step now. Which is pretty crazy. Again, there's so many people in this movie where I look and I go, oh, they're in this,
Yep.
And I went to a lot of back in the 2000s. I went to a lot of stand-up shows in Silver Lake and Echo Park and stuff. So I saw a lot of these people perform or show up places. Chelsea and I used to go back in the day. There's Kurt Braunhaler and Christian Schall did a show called Hot Tub in Echo Park. Yeah, and we would go every Monday because it was like it was $5 to get in, and we would just go, and we saw so many fucking people. I think we saw Flight of the Conchords there, and so it's like, again, it was just that this movie makes me happy because there is a lot of people of that scene, of that era in there, so it just brings me back to being in that era to begin with, and I don't know. I really like this movie. I actually really do. I know Sauce is having a hard time with this one. It didn't hit him the way.
I'm kind of like middle of the road. Like, it doesn't offend any of my sensibilities, but I'm like, it's just fine. You know what I mean? I think it's just
fair.
Fine. It's not like World's Greatest Dad, where I'm like, I still fucking in a weird way actively dislike this movie, even if I could see its, like
well
credible
made,
parts. But yeah, it's just I'm like it's fine. It's fine.
And again, but I think sometimes you need that fine movie. You need the movie that is the perfect Sunday afternoon
on a Sunday movie.
Exactly.
On, it's not gonna.
You throw it on. You look up. It's not corny enough to where it's just a mom movie. There's enough like actual jokes and actual funny people in the movie that will keep you entertained.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I really like this movie, and so I am glad we did this. Even though Sauce's buzzkill the whole movie, he's a real Paul Rudd right now. Even if he's not as handsome as Paul Rudd.
Yep. Venti is not large.
Even though I am as handsome as Sean William Scott. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
See,
sure.
Right there, Sauce agreed. Mm-hmm. Hunter agreed. Mm-hmm. Hunter.
Yep.
See, he's agreeing. Hunter
no,
agreed.
No, I can't do that.
Huh.
If you don't agree,
I'll do an exchange, Robbie.
Okay. What's the
say
exchange?
Raisinets are good.
Nor.
Say
or what?
Say no.
Over peanut.
Or what?
No.
Or what?
Or no, I'm just not. Or I'm saying I'll say you're as handsome as Sean William Scott if you say Raisinets are good.
No.
Oh. Do it, Robbie. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
No, it's not. One, it's not worth it. Two, I'm gonna send you both to jail, and you will get raped in prison.
No,
that's what's happening. Sorry. Turn off the fucking podcast already.
Yeah, do it.
Raisinets. What a load of shit, Raisinets.
Fuck off.
Podcast.
Yeah.